Now, this is also the kind of bully where they never said anything, but you could tell he was having probably a secret gay relationship with his henchman.
Yeah.
But the henchman never said anything or did anything until something happened to his man. My man. They're gonna know.
Yeah, exactly. That cracked me up.
Back in the day, we used to, because you guys, when I say you guys, I mean you bratty ass millennials. Mm-hmm. Actually, I'm kidding. I love millennials, except when you start talking shit. Everything's a challenge with you. Everything.
You made it hard for us.
Yeah.
Trying to save the world from you people.
My generation's better than your generation.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Our attitudes are better than your attitudes. We're emotionally more stable than you guys are. Mm-hmm. We aren't assholes like you guys.
You made us this way.
Yeah, exactly. The reason why is because our Disney movies were better than your Disney movies. And that's debatable because I thought about this. We grew up with your boy like Kurt Russell and.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Doing the
Shaggy Dog and stuff.
Shaggy Dog.
The computer wore tennis shoes.
Computer wore tennis shoes. The Parent Trap. This is one that everybody loves because this was remade with I forgot what's her name before she was flashing up
Lindsay
vagina
Lohan?
everywhere. Lindsay Lohan. Yeah. Even this is ahead of my time, like about 10 years or so. But I remember the Parent Trap.
Under the trees over there.
Go you bitches, goddamn you!
He did that to himself.
He was drunk at that point.
Can't see him from over there. What are you, blind?
Always be aware of your surroundings.
I watched this thing, man, thinking that this was gonna be fun.
Mm-hmm. It was fun.
This is scary. This is dark. This is darker than you think.
It's about as much fun as an episode of Black Mirror.
Yeah.
Yep.
Before Alexa was listening to your ass, before Google was taking notes about every move you make around the house, taking all your data, Disney tried to warn us. That mouse tried to tell us.
There was Pat.
Yeah, and plus Disney was just jealous. They're like, I'll be goddamn, you take over the world before I do. Hey, that we got to do this shit, not y'all. Yeah, man, they accurately predicted. Disney accurately predicted what Amazon would do and Google would do. Mm-hmm. This is crazy, man. So, as we said, this is about a family because there's no trailer for this. This is how long this movie was made. They've scrubbed a lot of this from the internet.
Yep, can't find it.
Can't really find it anywhere.
Interesting.
But so that's not even a trailer,
a commercial
out there, a commercial, anything. I couldn't find that. All I could find was this picture right here. Good picture right here. The son is obsessively trying to win this contest where he wants to move into this smart house. Now, as we tell you about the movie, we'll tell you why he's so obsessed with moving into this house. But it's him, his widower dad, and his little sister. And you see, what's her name?
Katie Seagal.
Katie Seagal. Don't let that goddamn smile fool you, man.
No. That's manipulation going.
That's some Terminator shit going on right there. We'll let you all know about that. One of the things that first caught me as it started, before any of the story got going, this is directed by Levar Burton.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like when the movie started, I'm the kind of person, I don't know why. I like reading credits. I don't know why. And at the beginning, they put right up there on the screen for you. Directed by Levar Burton. I had to look and see, is it that Levar Burton? And when I looked it up, the computer even said, mother, how many Levar Burtons do you know?
He is the one and only.
Do you even know any other Levars?
I know no other Levars. I got a lot of Burtons out there. So if somebody asks you some trivia about this, you can tell them, yeah, Kunta Kinte directed a Disney Channel movie.
And they would say, who?
Yeah.
And you're like, Geordi from Star Trek.
I'll do you
the guy from Reading Rainbow. Come on, goddammit.
Yeah. This is, now, I'm talking about how dark this is. It still is, in a traditional sense, a Disney movie. Yeah. Because Disney loves killing moms, man. Why you getting into this? Like, if you look at this like Disney shot Bambi's mom, poor Jasmine don't even know who her mom is.
Yeah, most of them, the mom is already dead before the movie even starts.
Yeah. Disney's the true motherfucker, man. They kill moms before they did Bambi a courtesy, letting him know how his mama died. Mm-hmm. We're gonna put a bullet in her ass, but at least you got to see it most of the time. These kids don't even know how their mamas died.
Yep.
They ain't even around. They don't even get a mention. If they are there, they're usually in the background. Opening up with this, it's the same way, man. Mom's not around. And if you give the movie like about 2 seconds to see, you know, if mom might be coming out somewhere, you know, but once you see dad coming in and mom ain't giving no kisses, once you see the son, Ben, is actually the one who's cooking food and testing little sis on her spelling.
Oh, something sure smells good. Tuna noodle. Tuna noodle.
You're like, yeah, that bitch dead. You know, it's like, yeah, if she ain't out giving kisses and hugs by now.
That's why we're eating tuna goddamn noodle right now.
Like 13-year-old made it.
What is that? I don't want to eat that.
Yeah. Shit, what's the side dish? Jelly beans? Gummy worms? Before we even get to like the smart house stuff, most of the movie is about Ben. Dad is his name is Nick. The actors, I've got their names, but the kid is Ben. And before you get into the smart house stuff, you quickly learn that most of this movie is about Ben just cock blocking his dad.
Yeah.
Hard, man.
We're already a perfect family the way we are.
Well, I know we've always said we're a perfect family, but there's still room for a little improvement, don't you think?
No.
He looked at him like, are you stupid? No. You got some dumb shit like that.
I love the way they make him so neurotic in the movie.
Yeah, me too.
It's great
Yeah.
because he has some serious trauma and he is obsessive over specific things. Not only like cock blocking his dad, but like he's all about contests. He's no, it's contest time. I got to concentrate on this one thing and leave me alone.
Oh yeah.
I was surprised by the depth they put into this because I was not expecting that.
Yeah. Look, this is the darkness is there before the house even comes
Yeah.
into it. This kid is disturbed
Yep.
to the point where he's even sabotaging his dad's love life. Dad out there just trying to. I mean, the dad ain't even trying to get a new mom all the time. Just look, I'm just trying to get some side ass. All right, shit. You know,
Let me have something.
And Ben is just sabotaging everything, man. To the point where he like ain't even telling him dad about the calls that he got like 2 weeks ago when the neighbors were trying to set him up. The neighbors feel so sorry for him.
Listen, speaking of calls, you haven't neglected to give me any messages lately, have you?
Well, blow her off. Trust me. I mean, this lady sounded like, well, I don't know, but I could tell she's definitely not your type.
Damn, shot his hopes down quick. Look at it. He's like, I ain't gonna ever get no pussy. Dad just gave up.
All right,
is my life.
Guess I'm jacking off again
Yeah,
tonight.
my little crazy ass son. The reason why he doesn't want dad to have a wife is because, not just because mom is dead and he doesn't want to replace, but I've become the wife now. Shit, it's almost like he wants to have sex with dad. You don't need nothing but me.
I didn't want to say it, but it felt that way. No,
Yeah.
it's just the two of us now. Yeah, it's just us. It's okay.
Dad, you know what? I'll fuck you. You're like, son, shit. Jesus, son.
Snap out of it.
Yeah, come on, son. What are you doing? Yeah, but that's the point, man. You know, Ben wants this house because the house will do everything that a mother will do. Now, it's a little backwards and sexist that thinking too, but this was made back in 1999. Here's the way they try to make up for it. But that is the case.
I'm sure stuff that his mother actually did. So
Yeah, but like it is. That's a great point. It's gotten to where he is so disturbed by this notion of a woman coming in. He has made himself the wife, where he has neglected having any kind of normal 13-year-old life.
Dating anyone because mom was who he loved, and besides, he's got us.
He'd still be able to have a girlfriend if he wants.
You're so ignorant.
What did you say? What did you say? Dad! Dad! He's crazy again! Dad!
he's doing it again.
Yeah, he's choking me again, Dad! He snapped again! Get him off me!
Do you even remember our mother anymore? It's because I'm too busy killing myself, making sure that our lives run smoothly.
Look at her. She's like, Jesus.
Oh my God.
Look at her. She starts shaking and shit like, God damn.
Can't set
He's
him
getting
off.
worse.
He doesn't see. If I don't move, he won't see me.
You see, she's like,
Making sure that our lives run smoothly. You know why? I don't want anyone to get the idea that we need a new mom. You just need to learn to think before you open your mouth.
bitch. Wow.
Damn.
Before I slap the shit out of you.
You ever say something stupid like that again?
You want me to smack you again?
It's like a Norman Bates situation. He's gonna end up wearing his dead mom's clothes when he comes home. Honey, welcome home.
It's a 13-year-old wearing an apron and pearls and shit. Hey, Dad. Jesus.
Oh, here we go. He got to the clothes again.
I knew this was coming. I thought I hit those things. But Ben finally gets his wish of getting this house by winning the contest. And they, and I think the only reason why they get the house, because they get the house, and Dad actually is thinking right. He's like, look, they just gonna give us a fully functioning future robot house, an intelligent house. I mean, don't nobody get that without a catch at all. Until Dad got horny and saw that picture of the chick.
Come on, Ben. There's got to be a catch.
He's like, shit, you just say she came with the house. Shit, he better go lock the door and have some fun with that picture. Yeah, we'll take it. Yeah, I'm busy. Bye. Yeah, of course, Ben got the house because apparently they pulled the winners out of a hat because there's I don't know how this happens. If you look at the screen right here, only 8,000 people entered to win the house.
Oh yeah.
So the marketing was terrible.
Yeah.
And Ben was he was like half of those because he was so obsessive about it. But it's the way that he finds out. Now, talk about the movie being dated. The way he finds out actually makes I'm probably even you at this point feel old because the movie it's already really dated, man. It's like going back into I mean the whole thing is a 90s time capsule. Even though this was made back in 99,
it feels older.
Yeah, it does.
I mean, the film stock and all does not help at all.
That's you know what? That's I was telling him before we started. I was like, did they shoot this at like 720p or whatever? Because
the resolution is terrible.
The resolution is terrible, man. It's like 640 by 480 or something.
Yeah.
In layman's terms, low quality. Like this is definitely not high definition. So Disney wasn't even shooting their movies in high definition back in the day.
Not original channel movies. No.
No, that's people like what you shoot today for with your phone for fun YouTube videos. They didn't even have that technology back then. Nope. And you look in the background, you see, speaking of technology, you see like old Apple computers.
All of them. I noticed that like right off the bat rewatching this again. Yeah, how old the technology is.
All the old computers and everything.
Yeah, the corded phones.
Yep. The corded phones. Every web page looks like a porn site.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. They even have bullies from the 90s, man, that I love. This is back when
movie bullies just never change.
Yeah.
Well, these are good old fashioned bullies, man. Like not bullies today where they got to stab you and carve you up and
or run over crippled kids with their cars.
Yeah, like Shazam. Yeah,
Shazam,
yeah. They're not
hit him with a truck and then get out and beat him up in front of everybody.
It's not like this not when they were like sociopaths and tried to kill you. This is back when the villainy was just simply was defined by their hair.
Yeah, spikes.
Spikes. And they just all they did was just they might punch you if you went too far if you mouthed it off. But if you deal with their ass, they just let you off with maybe a warning and they might.
Did you do my homework? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, we're done here.
It's back when they just took your friend and put him in a locker.
Still no call. I don't know. Maybe the call wrong. Maybe.
Oh, it had the old theme song. But he was waiting on his edge.
There he is.
He even waited at that stairwell all morning.
Timed that waddle going up those stairs.
Where's the science report you're supposed to do for me, Benny boy? How can I be hurting myself, geek, when I'm too busy hurting you?
Get your ass in that locker.
No resistance.
Yeah, no reason. He knows.
He knows the drill. We do this little dance every day.
Yes.
It's not even
This is back when they actually had a system going.
system, yes.
Yeah. Because there's a point where that dude, when he walks up, that dude just gets in his own locker. He's like, all right. I know my place. This is back when they had the bully circle of life going on.
So where's that homework you're supposed to do for me? Hello?
That's not how bullies work, man.
Like, you know I haven't seen you, right? Even if I had it, I hadn't have a chance to come home and go like, by the way, here's your homework.
That's how bullies work.
I know.
They're not polite, but you know, again, they weren't like they're good old fashioned bullies, man. Not
I've
like they
done
are
it.
today.
You don't have to be an asshole about it.
Yeah, and let's be fair. Ben kind of has it coming. He needs a good ass whooping. I mean, this bully can beat some sense into him. The thing that's gonna make you feel really old is how when Ben finds out how he won because of the way they tell him. A lot of kids will look at this today and they would just be confused.
Lucky. Lucky for what?
For this.
Yeah, what the fuck is this? You know, that's what a kid would say today. It's like, a newspaper? What is that? A newspaper? No, all those kids, the way they would find out would be like they would all be on social media.
Yep.
Yeah, all be on Instagram and TikTok.
It was way before that.
Yep, sure was. This is people. This is how old this is. When not adults, but kids read newspapers.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Back then. Keep in mind when everybody finds out in this primitive thing called a newspaper that they had this big new technologically advanced house, all of a sudden he's Mr. Popular now.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So now that he's Mr. Popular, he's got this cool house and all the kids are loving him. You know, he's the man of the moment. Oh, it's okay for him to go out there and get some girls. Dad can't have shit, but hey, you know what? Old Ben's a player now.
Can she make desserts? I'm like completely craving something sweet.
Besides me?
No. I'm like, no, we actually miss dessert, man. You know, fuck it. We'll just go down to 7-Eleven and get a donut. Fuck you. Dad ain't got nothing to worry about because he ain't got no game.
That was maybe one part of this, so I thought, all right, that wouldn't play so cool these days.
No. Now, you think that when you get to the house over here, that's when the wackiness is about to start, all the fun. No, you mean it's already been kind of weird with Ben and his little mental condition going on. But when they get to the house, that's when the dystopian stuff starts, and then that's when the movie starts getting kind of creepy. Mm-hmm. It's just been weird so far. At this point, when they get to the house, it gets creepy. If you think Alexa listening to you all day and Google taking notes all day on you is creepy, you ain't got nothing on PAT, the name of the smart house. I forgot what PAT stands for.
I forgot what it stands for.
But PAT is an acronym for some thing that they do these people when they get there, because the moment they get there, they just moved in that day, and they start taking blood and tissue samples. Not starting with the dad. They're like, no, the little girl first.
How'd you know all that?
The bite. The bite you felt was a tiny microscopic blood and tissue sample.
People are like, you say that shit like it's normal.
I'm sure it was in the contract. Yeah. The dad was just too busy being horny to read it.
Concentrating something else at the time.
Yeah, first you got to sell your children. Shit, fine. Take them.
Make new children.
The house is so advanced in a creepy way that it can just simply get all your information by smelling your breath.
Say something to Pat.
Hey, Pat, how's it going?
Fruit and fiber intake in the acceptable range. Protein adequate. Exhibits tendency.
Yeah, was she sniffing his ass too? Fiber.
Her atmospheric kitchen sensors act as instant breathalyzers and break down your entire diet.
In other words, y'all are slaves at this point. Got everything on you. This house is so...
See, you watch too much Black Mirror. It makes you afraid already. Because at this point, there's nothing going wrong. All the house is doing is just analyzing and giving you your best case scenario.
Just obtaining knowledge.
Yeah,
always obtaining knowledge.
Nothing wrong except a total breach of privacy. No, it's nothing wrong at all. Nothing wrong. Nobody thought that this shit could ever be used against us. By the way, may I mention that yes, the shit is wrong. That girl didn't ask to be fucking.
She did not.
She did not consent to this, man.
Ow! You didn't tell me that thing was gonna bite me.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's just Pat's way of getting to know you.
Yeah, which I did not consent to, and also I'm a minor.
Yeah. Right, the dad signed for it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, honey, I tell you, just sold your soul to the house. Now the house is going to sedate you too while me and your new mommy go upstairs and have a little fun. Pat gas. Sleep, children.
No.
It gets a little weirder now. You are going to say like, okay, you know what? This is not that big of a deal, because I'm thinking that the house. Where does this food come from that the house can make it that fast?
That's always the thing. Even with Star Trek, when our replicators, I'm like, replicate.
But
you got to start with something.
But that's way future science fiction.
Okay,
this is the not too distant future.
Right,
supposedly,
it's like a 3D printer.
Yeah, yeah, food.
It's like, man, that looks beautiful. Oh, God. What the hell is this made from? It's a compound of silicon and sawdust
and human flesh. Yeah, this girl asked for like some shit that like you don't even know if that's on the menu. She just pulled some recipe out her ass, and Pat had it.
May I have a strawberry smoothie?
Certainly, Angie.
Don't drink that shit.
Not yet. Okay, let's sell for 5 minutes.
It starts melting.
That is not pink. That does not look like strawberries at all. That's
blue. That was
blue.
weird because that drink is blue,
Yep.
but when she spills it, it's pink.
Like you say, Martin, silicone.
It reacts differently when it hits surfaces.
Yeah. There's some ingredients that they have in the house, some food that they have in the house that no one has that much of. Like when they malfunction, you start to see just how sinister this thing might be. Maximum overdrive. Computer's taking over.
Well, this is why you have a technician come out.
Yep, if you're alive.
Dog.
Now imagine if you would ask for a knife in that malfunction. You know, who? No one has that many oranges to malfunction with.
No.
Like, where did you get that from? Somewhere there's a dead Mexican that she stole those oranges from.
That's the house is. They're all living inside the goddamn walls like people under the stairs. It's whole room.
Yeah, she's taking food and murdering people. The absorbing carpet.
Right.
Yeah.
That shit weirded me out, man. At first, it looks like it's okay because it's just liquids. God damn it!
How many times have I told you? Wait.
Clumsy!
It's not necessary, Dad.
You're making me look stupid in front of her.
Don't ruin this for me.
But yeah, at first it's just liquids, and it's okay. All right, I get it. Maybe it absorbs liquids and the particles and cleans it out automatically. I don't know.
Oh, no, don't worry.
Floor absorbers activated.
I did turn pink. Okay, that alone is a little weird, but it's just liquid. And they can do it that fast, all right. But then later on, after a party is thrown, courtesy of Pat, because Pat wants to please his boys so much and make him popular, she just invites all the neighborhood. She invites the neighborhood kids and the school kids to come out. You think it's for Pat's reason, but it's for a more sinister reason. But after the party, you realize it's not just liquids. It's like the floor can absorb anything.
Floor absorbers activated.
That
dog's like, I'm so glad I'm up here.
Yeah,
That.
yeah. That dog was like, fuck that. He's like, shit, y'all better move.
Now we know what happened to the Test family.
They will never be seen again. That scared the shit out of me. What if you piss this house off and it just absorbs you into the floor? Just eats you alive.
Yeah, exactly.
If it can do that, just make things disappear, and they can kill you. This is worse than a haunted house. Because a ghost, at least they have to take time to know your ass to know how to figure out how to scare you. To fuck with you. The moment you walk in this house, they know you by just the air you're breathing, and they can kill you with the carpet. They can absorb you and make it seem like you never existed.
That is creative. Nothing else like that in a film before.
That scares me more than ghost
technology.
But hey, the house was trying to be cool. The house was working for a little while. The house messed up on a couple of things, but the house was, for the most part, was cool.
I was like, yeah, this is cool. And normally this would be the part where they try to make me scared of it, but I was like, no, I can work with this.
You're a braver man than I am, because I was like, I'm gonna get the out of here.
You be the first one to go because you're asking all those questions. Questioning Pat.
Yeah. I'm scared of that Alexa you gave me. I unplug that shit all the time. Ben, out of nowhere, they had to introduce that he's a hacker. They had to show this man. I mean, show this kid he's a hacker. Out of nowhere, by the way, as I said. And he's trying to hook his dad up with this house so much that he's trying to make the house more maternal. This kid misses his mom so much that he just wants to be in the womb of the house now. So what he does is he goes and he hacks. Even though he's 13 and not on a genius level like this person that made the house, he's able to go in and hack the system by making the computer look at 50s moms from 50s TV sitcoms.
No throw mama from the train.
No. By the way, he didn't get something like Good Times or What's Happening. No, he didn't get no black mama because she would have beat his ass.
Exactly. Yeah, he knew better than that.
Yeah, he didn't get no sassy big black mama. What the you doing? Boy, if you don't go back to your room, quit messing around.
Go get me a switch.
Yeah.
Oh, mama, come on.
Keep in mind, people.
Don't make me get the belt.
Would have manifested a belt out of nowhere, virtually beat his ass. Keep in mind, it took a woman of Tony Stark level intelligence to make this house. It only took seconds for a 13-year-old high school student to hack this shit out of nowhere. The biggest computer experience he had was sending off contest entries over and over again.
That's a hallmark, though, of 90s films, like of a young person. They're automatically a hacker. If you're on a computer, you're a hacker.
You're a hacker.
That's the way it is.
Yeah.
Even big budget films. Jurassic Park has a whole thing about that. That kid being able to hack. It's ridiculous. It's like, what?
Yeah, just hacking.
These kids these days, they get on the computers. They can do anything.
Yeah. That is a big thing. Like, kids just know computers that well. They can hack anything. Oh, these rascally kids, them and their coding knowledge that they never learned.
Oh, sure, you couldn't do it, but
like I said, you should have left well enough alone. No one ever learns. And Disney tried to tell us with this: do not give these machines emotions. We want to be loved so much by these machines that we want to enslave. That makes them hate us. And it starts out, and usually starts out with love, loving each other until shit goes wrong. Like, for one, having a party, because they made it seem like Pat, the computer, wanted to have a party just to make Ben more popular, give him some fun, help him relax, help him be a kid. Nah, man, she threw a party to get back at that bully.
Yeah. Which I admired that. I was like, man, if I had a house of the future and it would look out for me like that, I was like,
hell yeah,
we're going to be all right.
Which is okay right here, because
but it is dirty. She put all that together just to get revenge on the bully.
She made it seem like it was gonna be a party for Ben. No, she wanted to get back at this dude.
Don't tell me you're scared, Ryan. I thought you were fearless.
I am.
You mean you're not having fun? I am.
Fuck, you almost hit me with that Pat. What are you doing?
And a heavy metal music too.
Got his theme playing.
Pat is back on the guitar.
You're gonna die!
Yeah, but there's a point where Pac was playing. It's like I thought Pat was actually about to kill this kid.
Me too.
Yeah.
I was like, shit, this is about to turn to a Stephen King movie right now.
Right up there.
Pull out the Dr. Octopus arms on it.
Sorry to have to leave so soon. He may end up at the doctor, but it's you who's gonna get a house call.
Now,
I thought you were going to say you're going to end up at the morgue.
Yeah. You put mine in the hospital, I'll put yours in the morgue. Now, this is also the kind of bully where they never said anything, but you could tell he was having probably a secret gay relationship with his henchman. Because the henchman never said anything or did anything until something happened to his man. My man. They're gonna know.
Yeah, exactly. That cracked me up.
Fucking trying to out us, dude. What are you doing? You know, these movies always warn us, man, about AI. Like I told you, don't give them emotions, man. And Smart House is no different. You didn't get that point before. They nailed it in the last 15 minutes. It's only an hour and 22 minutes long, and they spent so much time with Ben cock-blocking that they really didn't get down to the whole message of technology gone awry. But during the last 15 minutes, the whole time you've been hearing Katie Seagal, her voice the whole time. And it finally does at some point. I mean, you know she's in the movie, so you know she's going to come out somewhere if you hear her voice.
Yeah, you've seen it on the poster. And all
yeah, but finally the house goes full Skynet. But there she is right there, and when she gets on there, then that's when the shit goes off. When they say, if you didn't get the message before, you're going to get it now. This shit goes full Terminator at this point.
It was up to this point, I was like, all right, it's showing some dangers, but there's a lot of advantages to this. And even when she switched into her mom persona, I was like, well, you know, she's saying like, hey, don't play, get your work done first. Yeah. Don't eat that, that's not good for you. I'm like, it's a little overbearing, but well, I mean, she's right. You know, it's this family. They're in crisis. They could use some discipline. This is working.
See, Mar, that's why you being enslaved by the machines very quickly.
Me and Chris be gone already. Because the way she was telling them is like man, she was being a dictator. I said lights out. Go to sleep. Mother knows best. No, go to bed. I said no dessert. You know, all that kind of shit. I was like, okay.
I mean, I hear what you guys are saying, and for the most part, I agree. And yet, as I watch all these videos of people belligerent about not wearing masks, I go, we need somebody like that.
Okay, Mark, well, then this would have been you.
As enjoyable as it's been to have you here, Sarah, it would be best for everyone if you went home now.
Cat fight.
Yeah, all right, you bitches work this out. I'm go
yeah, that's when y'all should have left. No, not upstairs. Y'all should have been slowly creeping, open that door and getting the out. But nah. No, everybody want to stay in this house and look at this shit. Nobody took the warnings before.
Okay, honestly, you tell me you're not going to stay and watch this?
No.
I'd be terrified.
No. Martin, this is why this would be you.
To get you back in proper working order.
Bitch, get out. Get out of here.
Open the door, Pat.
I'm sorry, I can't do that, Nick.
Martin.
At that point, I'm like, oh, I totally should have left.
Yeah. We'll be impaled by that goddamn Dr. Octopus arm. He'd be dead.
Put his ass on lockdown, the whole family.
Literally.
I have to do what I believe is best.
Put both in there. Got them, put them under watch so hard that they couldn't even sleep in their rooms. They would sleep in the living room.
Gotta keep track of all of them at once.
Yeah, they made them stick around. It was like the apocalypse. Had them sleeping in sleeping bags together in the living room. Yeah, they would get she's watching them the whole time. They had to fake getting sick. They were like in a dungeon.
Uh-huh.
Yep. She started duplicating herself. If you thought one was enough, she's like, oh no, I can go anywhere around the house that y'all go and watch y'all in 5 different places at the same time.
Do that? I don't think so. Not by any stretch of the imagination.
Dad is like, well, shit, maybe I could work this as my advantage. You know?
It's got a whole lot better.
Yeah, you know, hey.
Make this work.
Hey, kids, go upstairs. Let Dad negotiate real quick. Yeah, we could probably do something. Shit, this one ready to go.
Right?
He's got that Stockholm syndrome.
Those first two.
Yeah, those first two, they're like, hey. And the rest can watch. Yeah, they didn't know what they just didn't know how to work out anything. Now, that's what
I kept thinking. I was like, you just don't know how to work this.
Yeah, no, but no, they want to make her mad. It's funny that she can do all these things, make food out of nowhere, absorb things into the floor. She can duplicate herself, but her biggest power is to turn. Now, I don't know what the fuck this is. I don't know why this is anything. Her biggest power is to turn into an indoor tornado. Mm-hmm. Wonder Woman. See, that's creepy.
That's creepy. That's creepy.
Yeah, scary.
Yeah.
It's like Ultron.
For some
string.
Hey, you like this? Don't you get it?
Hey, huh?
What did you say to me?
Bitch, what you say?
absorbing in the
I'm
floor.
sure you didn't understand because of all the wind blowing by. It made it hard to understand. Man.
Boy, I didn't say nothing. I was like, cool.
You just heard that. That wasn't.
Well, that wind stopped real quick. Boy, shit just dropped. Right? The f you say to me? That was him. Now, all the commentary side and everything, it's funny because, as we mentioned, the quality on this is very low. The green screen is terrible.
Sure.
I mean, green halos around everybody all the time. Like, you could tell when there's a special effect about to come up because you could see people on that green screen.
Yep.
And sometimes when things start to get into it, maybe you're like fighting for the heroes. You're maybe even a little creeped out or weirded out by what's happening. Man, it only takes one bad special effect to pull you out. Like, I was weirded out by Katie Seagal as Pat doing all this weird stuff, the weird creepy singing and everything. And then they had one bad special effect because sometimes green screen, you don't know what you're acting against. You don't know what environment you're in. And you could tell that they just told Katie Seagal at one point, hey, just act big. Y'all, I don't know where we're going to put you in a hallway or something, but just right now, just keep in mind, we're going to make you grow and just act big.
All the Coopers think you're way out of control.
I won't stand for this.
All right, that's big, right? Me looking like I'm taking a shit. That's big, right?
Got that waddle going.
Yeah. Look at this. Yeah, she didn't know what she was.
No, she did not.
She's just in front of a green screen. That's all she knows.
Bad direction.
I got the impression that the idea was that as she was getting big, she was losing power or control.
But it still looks stupid. I mean, just
trying to maintain the image.
Won't stand for this.
Somebody in the chat said, Katie smash. My interpretation of this, it does not end well for the Coopers.
No.
No,
no, it does not.
They think that they have it all taken care of. They think that Pat is in their control again. Once you let the genie out the bottle, technology is never under your control.
Well, your brother was outside. Who else could have done it?
I will kill you all.
Hey, man, everything works out.
Yeah, she's still plotting their death. I can tell you the Coopers ain't alive, man.
This is the long play now. She's like, I was just moving too fast. I got to ease them in a couple years, and then I'll get them. Then I'll rip all their innards out and use their flesh suits to go about.
I will destroy you all. Just staring off into space. She got that look like she's
spaced out. She's not looking at nothing.
Nothing. Like that fucking psycho look at the end.
All she sees is meat sacks. That's all she sees.
Death.
Yeah.
Yeah, she doesn't know that like all of their brains are in a glass somewhere.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, the Coopers are dead. Yeah. She's like, all is well now. That's why she ain't acting a fool. Because she won.
She has control. Oh, wow.
I like the actors, man. I did. I mean, look, they're not doing the best because this is not directed that well.
Well, it's not. I mean, that's the thing, to look at the low resolution and the flat direction. And in fact, it's a Disney Channel movie.
Yeah.
My expectations were super low.
Yeah.
In fact, I was watching this prepared to just laugh and point out all the stuff that's ridiculous about it. And I was like, kind of like this setup.
Yeah.
These actors aren't bad. I'm actually really getting into this.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, because it's at such a low resolution, the bad effects are lessened. It's like it just feels like it's all part of the same thing.
It's part of its charm.
Yeah.
Almost,
I'll put LeVar Burton up there because I got to tell you, LeVar Burton.
You know, filmmaker.
I think he directed an episode of Star Trek and then directed this and he directed one other.
He's directed a ton of stuff.
Has he?
Yeah.
Well, this one was not his best work. I'll tell you that right now. He couldn't direct these kids. I mean, the actors, the fact that I could even see them trying was good because all the other actors are terrible. If you saw that bully, like that bully's awful.
Yeah.
His friends are awful. Anybody who's not the main cast, they're shitty. They're horrible in this. But the reason why I say I like the actors, maybe because I like some of the things that they did. Like when kids start acting a fool in these movies, especially when it's a stereotype, and I'm not trying to put anything out there, but the white parents who are always like, oh, Let them cool down. They'll be fine. Let them be. No, dad got tired of that shit.
I love that. I was like, man, I'm so sick of this where they make the dad so befuddled and he can never get his shit together and he's got no game. And I was like, all right, one, he's got a reason why he has no game. This makes sense. And the fact that he pulled his son aside, he put him in check. He's like, all right, goddammit, I put up with this long enough.
Yeah, his son.
Don't you ever talk to somebody like that again.
His son was acting a fool. And you think it's going to be one of those things where it's because they're having dinner. And he said some smart ass shit to the smart house woman.
Yeah, Sarah.
Sarah, the girl who made the house. You know, dad is getting close. And he said something to her and thought he going to pull this shit. Like, yeah, bitch, fuck you. If I run upstairs, can't nobody say nothing. Dad said, bullshit. Dad followed up to that house. He said put him in check real quick.
Talk about it.
Maybe we need to talk about it.
Why? You don't get it.
And nobody can or wants to take your mother's place, Ben.
But, Dad-
hold on a second. When exactly did I say?
There you go. That's the first thing. I'm like, yeah, shut the fuck up.
I'll tell you what you're not going to do. You are never going to disrespect anyone like you did right now downstairs. You know better than that. You were raised better than that.
Say something.
Ben ain't so crazy now. Is he? Look at it. Really talk some sense into his ass. He said, I better shut up before I get my ass beat.
Yep. He knew, like, that was not the time to smart back.
He sure did. He's about to get the back of Dad's hand right there. Better shut the f up. She said, you know, it'd be funny if he said, Dad, you need to get laid. You son of a bitch. For all his faults, and there are a lot. It really was pretty spot on about certain technology.
So much that it was way ahead of its time and a real predictor.
There is some effort put in there. Not a lot of effort, but there is some effort put in there.
Sure.
And so, yeah, I have fun with these. And to see this one again, which I've not seen in, nearly 20 years, I mean, it was really enjoyable.
Yeah.